Ruto's man Dennis Itumbi has shared something on X platform, formerly Twitter. If you ask me, I think the Kenya Kwanza regime is trying to drive a new narrative. You see, for the past 4 weeks, for the past month, William Ruto and his regime has been trying so hard to bring this tribal narrative around. They've been throwing these, Sujuki Kuyus this, the Luos that, but Kenyans have refused to buy that. And now there is another narrative that they are cooking. And this narrative involves the northern frontier region. We are talking about Mandera, Garissa, Isiolo, and all those regions. Now, Dennis Itumbi has shared this on his X platform. That, let me read it out for you. Random fact. Mandera population is 983,000, Nyeri 844,000, Kirinyaga 658,000, Nyandarua 638,289, Embu 608,000. That is post-census suppression. Fertility rate, Mandera 7.7 kids per woman, Nyeri 3.1 per woman, Kirinyaga 2.8 kids per woman, Nyandarua 3.6, Embu 3.1. The Mandera man can marry 4, by the way. Just saying, hashtag Ruto in Mandera. Forget about these numbers. There is only one thing that they want to achieve with this. They want to make Kenya believe that Northeastern has more people than the Central region. This is the narrative they are trying to bring it up. Forget about to do 3.1 per woman, and yes, we know that Islam allows a man to marry 4 wives. But even as this is the case, you cannot assume that a man in Northeastern who has 4 wives, that each wife has 3 kids or so. We have those maybe have 4 kids, and we have another who has 1 kid. So you cannot say that they believe that a man in Mandera who has 4 wives, all his 4 wives have more than 5 kids and all that. This is just a play they are trying to put it on us, and they want us to believe something that Northeastern region has more votes. You see, and even the shocking move that, the shocking statement that the president made yesterday about removing the vetting of IDs for people in Northeastern region is not like he's just doing it like that. They are looking at numbers. You see, politics is about numbers, and this is what these Kenya Kwanza regime are trying so hard to bring it up. Now, according to Dennis Itumbi, is that Northern Mandera, which he has given an example, that Mandera, according to Dennis Itumbi, Mandera has over 900,000 people. Okay, let's look at it this way. The IEBC register says that 230 people, not to around 222 to 230 people were registered as voters in 2022. Now, according to Dennis Itumbi calculation, according to his calculations, is that we have around 700 people in Mandera who are not registered as voters. This doesn't make sense to me at all. This to me doesn't make sense at all. So you want to tell me that in Mandera, we just have around 700,000 people who are just roaming, who are just there. Like these people, it doesn't make sense. That gap is so huge, so huge. Kama wangesema that Mandera has 900,000 people and they have around, let's say, 600,000 registered voters, to me it could make sense. But 200 to 900, that gap is so huge that it is not convincing. It is not convincing. So the issue here is These Kenya Kwanza regime are trying to sell a new narrative. You see, they have tried the tribal narrative, but Kenyans are not buying it. They have been saying, oh, regardless, do the people of they have been trying to bring that kamugongano between the people of Central and the Nyanza. But they've tried it, wanaona ni kama this one will not bear fruit the way they want. So now they are now backing to the northeastern, and they want to use that region for their own benefit. It is so sad that our president is overlooking the security issue of this country at the expense of his leadership. Like Ruto just believed that despite everything, we all know how porous the border, the northeastern region borders are. We all know how the borders are so porous. But President William Ruto is overlooking this. For him, he'd rather have a country that is not, I don't know, I think kuna mtu alisema that for Ruto, eri watu wakufe lakini akuwe president. And this now makes sense. We know how, right now as we speak, we have 5 chiefs who were abducted by Al-Shabaab. That those people just entered Kenya, abducted 5 chiefs and disappeared just like that. But William Ruto is not even considering this as a threat to our security. He's not even looking at it like, okay. He's not even balancing this. All he cares about how he's going to extend his presidency. We know how Somali is right now. And William Ruto not considering all these factors, all he cares about is him being in State House, is really, it's really heartbreaking. So them trying to tell us that Northeastern has more, I know they're trying to go that way, that Northeastern has more votes than Central region. This is madness. Like Ruto thinks that we are just a class 2 dropout. So this is not something that as Kenyans we must remain silent about it. No, we must not remain silent. We cannot, we've already risked everything with this man. He has taken us to a point that we don't even know when we'll get this country back. And now you want to take us further. Yes, that socially we are just economically, and now want our security to be just like how he has destroyed the health, education, and now he wants to destroy security of this country. Oh my God. I'm so scared. This is so scary. And I don't know why Kenyans, I don't know. This one, we must not remain silent about it. So the narrative here is that the Northeastern has more votes than Central region, and that I don't feel anything, that I've lost the mountain, and that I don't care, and that, hey, oh my God. I don't even know what to say about this, because hey, yani this Kenya Kwanza regime have taken Kenyans to a point of yani tu Ruto akikaa naonanga tu these stupid people, these fools, these people have no, like we are so meaningless, we are just fools, we are just stupid. Yani to him you are just nothing. Yani we are just nothing. He doesn't believe that we know all these. And you see, Ruto is a man who is so predictable. Ruto is a man who is so predictable that even the next move, we knew that he is going to Nyanza after impeachment of DP Rigathi Gachagua. We know he now go to beg the Nyanza and Western, and now we know that he's trying to drive near this narrative that the Northeastern has more votes than Central region. Hey, man. Ruto is so predictable, and I think, I don't know if he ever sit down and ask himself, I don't know, even describing this man, I'm just even finding hard to describe this man. But all these narratives, all these to do tour, the northeastern tour, all these about the 2027 election is about Ruto trying to do everything. Ruto trying to do everything to ensure that he retains this seat at all cost, regardless. So what are we going to do next? We'll have to think about this issue. We'll have to think about what Kenyans must do before the 2027. Me, I don't believe that Ruto will accept to be defeated in the ballot. With the system, with the machineries, with all thing in his disposal, it is going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult. So for Kenyans, I don't know how we are going to prepare ourselves, but the future doesn't look promising. It doesn't. It doesn't. And for this country to prosper, for this country to move forward, it is upon us to come together and fight for this country and protect this country at all cost. That is it for me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.